Well, now, what the world's going on here? JR, settle down. It's a meeting of the minds. Oh, now, honey, you can't be serious. We're not involved in this. JR, can you just sit down and relax? Welcome to the Strenuous Life Radio, the podcast for men and women, leaders, entrepreneurs, and leaderpreneurs desiring to know the specialties and soft skills of the strenuous life. This episode is called Business Accumen, and we're going to have Apolonia, that's right, Apolonia Ponti and Jeff Lerner. So buckle your seatbelts, folks. And here in a little while, I'll come back and give some of my commentary.
Much like you, I never sugarcoat, I never pull the punch. I actually love telling people how hard it's going to be. I love telling people that if you haven't made money, it's just because you're not good enough yet, or you haven't given enough value yet, that the market is a democracy that essentially collectively votes through its money on how much worth you've given. And if you don't have the money, it's because they voted against you, and that's not them, it's you. Like, I'll smack them with this stuff. So let's prep them. Let's go all the way. What's some of the stuff that someone maybe, can expect? Like, what are some really, really, like, gnarly things you've dealt with?
When I was growing the business, right?
Yeah. I mean, since you started getting, generically call it all the haters. Like, what's that like in some detail? Let's paint the color for people.
I think you're always going to get people that challenge you. Right? Why are you an expert to tell me how I should date? Why are you an expert to tell me how I should be picking better women? Why are you an expert to tell me how to better my relationship? Right? So you always get people that are going to challenge you. Like, who are you, like, to give me advice on how to be an entrepreneur and start my business, right? Just because you own $1 multi-million-dollar business doesn't mean anything, So you're going to get people that challenge you in that way. So I think the one right there, what helped me is just seeing them with empathy. Like, I feel sorry for people like that sometimes. Like, when they say that, I'm like, gosh, your life has to be really tough, or like mentally, whatever is going on in there has to be really tough for you to think of it like this when you can't see the past, that I'm just here to help you, right? And there's a wall up. I think that's one. Two is the discipline, right? Like, the discipline is the most important thing of it all, right? I never growing up took no for an answer. Never. And I think that actually helps me be successful in business, right? It helps me be really successful in business as well because of the fact that I never took no. I literally was like, I'm going to do this. Once I had my mind, I need to know YouTube. I would stay up until 3 a.m. studying YouTube. I studied SEO, Neil Patel, Brian, I forgot his last name because it's been so long ago. I think, I can't remember his name, but they're like experts in SEO, right? And I got to know who they were, read all their blogs, spent countless hours. It's discipline. It's not fun. It's not fun because you just want to reap the rewards. But here's the thing is where a lot of people miss out on is they make excuses because they think that they don't have time, which is complete BS. Right? You can always make time. This is the freedom of what we are as humans. It's just really about your perspective. And then another thing is shifting your perspective around any type of money idea that you have, money issue or false beliefs, limiting beliefs. How do you see yourself? And I also think one biggest thing that helped me was visioning what I wanted, right? Like, when you're at that point of building your business, it's really hard to be motivated. It's really hard to stay motivated, to be honest. And, I think the biggest thing is continuing to vision yourself, on stage. What I did is I visioned myself all the time on top of the stage, people cheering. I saw numbers of subscribers, money in my bank account. This is how I visioned. And then also too, I made sure I stuck to a routine. like a routine, working out, eating healthy, not drinking late at night. And then when I really wanted that last glass of wine that I knew would give me a hangover tomorrow, right? I would ask myself, is this wine more important than building your business? And that's how I started to challenge my mindset, because our brain is wired to do whatever our mind tells us to do. So it's literally, our mind is a muscle, and as humans, we have to continuously, till the day we die, work on our mindset and do the right things. We're going to fall, but it's literally, here's the thing, it's, I love to say this. Helen Keller was once asked, what on earth would be worse than being born blind? And she said, it would be so much worse to be born without sight, but no vision. And so here's the thing, is vision is what keeps us going. And that moment that I could vision what I wanted, that success that I knew I deserved, envision me on stage, vision me helping clients, taking free clients in the beginning, not putting my ego down, because guess what? I was nobody at that time. Let me see who I can help, offer my free services to, because my free services, they're actually paying me in return, because now I know what people want from me, and now I can branch it out online, right? So I think those are the most common things that are not easy, but also can, if you really scale on this, can make you so successful. And I can't preach this enough. You've got to niche down. Like, I see so many people getting stuck. Like, I know I've said this so many times. I just want to really come across to people that are listening for entrepreneurship. You've got to niche down.
You used to have a pretty successful career in banking or something, right?
Oh yeah. So let's fast forward a little bit. Okay. And I never went to college. I never went to college, not because it was choice, but really I wasn't a person that did good in school. I didn't really like school. I didn't like testing. I had anxiety, test anxiety, very high test anxiety. And something happened to me when I was making a decision to go to college, which I was going to go to FIT in New York City. And my grandmother got really sick, and she was like a second mother to me. She got both of her legs amputated, and my mom was a single mom. And I had a decision to go to college or work nights so we can keep a roof over our heads and my mother's head and take care of my grandmother, because we didn't have any medical finances to help us. She couldn't get it into a nursing home, and also we didn't want to do that to her. So the doctor gave her about only 4 months to live after that happened, and we came together as a family, and we helped her so much, and she ended up living 7 more years from 4 months. So within that, I went into banking because I felt like it was just the easiest thing I could do at the moment. So I applied.
Okay. That was Jeff Lerner. And let me see if I can get this pronounced right. It's Jeff Lerner and Apolonia Ponti, Ponti. Her name is not spelled like the French jazz singer, and just by looking at her, I can tell she's kind of Italian. Forgive me, I'm kind of partial to some people, with the Italian motif, considering that I'm 28% Italian. Anyhow, I digress. We're obviously going to be talking about this business acumen. Okay. Number one, niche down. Okay. You got to niche down. It's kind of like your mess is your message. For me, I went through a divorce, and as a result, my network marketing business failed. And so I feel like, in addition to speaking to college students about entrepreneurs and finding success and overcoming adversity, I think that eventually I may be speaking in network marketing stages. And Apolonia, I gotta say, she gave me hope. She gave me hope. And Helen Keller said, there's nothing worse than being born without sight, but no vision. But this is something that my BFE Keith and I believe, is that there's nothing worse than being born with sight, but no vision. You know, the clamoring of the reactive culture that's into, you know, the old industrial age model. I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Well, why don't you go get your master's degree? Get your MBA. Get your master's degree in communications. Don't just sit around all the damn time. College degree doesn't guarantee you success, okay? I'm living proof. But yet I've had people tell me, a few people tell me, why don't you go back to college? And the answer is no. Because an entrepreneur, even an aspiring entrepreneur, doesn't need, now, don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing college. I had a wonderful college degree at Texas Tech University. But I also know it doesn't necessarily grant you the success you need. And so, that's something that you need to know right now. Number 2, decide what is your core business, your core industry. It can be affiliate marketing, it can be network marketing, it can be real estate, it can be personal and professional development. Whatever it is, find out what's right for you. Hope you've enjoyed listening to the Strenuous Life Radio. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of the Strenuous Life community. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Think strong, and live the strenuous life. God bless you.